Hello, and welcome to Passion's Supernatural Podcast, the podcast where we discuss what we consider to be the best soap opera ever, Passions. Every weekend on Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern, we air exclusively on YouTube for free to talk about everything about the late soap opera Passions that aired from the 90s all the way to, 99, all the way to 2008, starting on NBC, brief time on the Sci-Fi Channel, and then officially ending on the 101 only on DirecTV. That's right, people. Hi, I'm Joe Velasquez, host of the show, and joining me today is my very, very special friend and co-host, Casey Metcalf. How you doing, girl?
Doing good. I'm getting ready for tomorrow.
That's right. We got a little bowler here, don't we, people? We got a girl going
Yeah.
to the States here. Woo! This is going to be great. All right, Casey. And as I was saying, everybody, every Sunday, if you if you tune in onto YouTube, you'll get to join me and Casey, and if there's anybody with us, you'll get to join us as well, and everything. So you get to join us as we discuss everything about whether you're a fan or whether you were, I don't know, maybe you hate it. I don't know. Maybe you hate it, but you still want to watch us. That's up to you. But you can tune in because we have a lot to discuss and all. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are some times where we kind of run into a little bit of a bumpy road sometimes, but that's all right. We work it all out and everything, and we just discuss everything. The cast, the characters, the magic, all of it. We all love Passions, and that's what we're here to discuss on this podcast. Also joining us today is our frequent guest appearance. We always love having her around, Acacia. How you doing, girl?
Hi, I am good.
That's good. That's right. We always love having Acacia with us. Yep, she always knows how to give us a good show. Because I mean, she's a huge Passions fan from what we know. So please, everybody, all of you, if you end up missing today, that's fine. You can tune in next weekend, but please tune in today, and you might be in for a surprise. You never know who will be with us. It might just be me and Casey, or whatever. Just tune in, enjoy the show and everything. Share an apple with a friend. Just come right on in and enjoy the show. So, all right. So to start today off and everything. All right. Where do we begin here, people, ladies? I mean, what have we got to discuss on our favorite soap ever? Yeah, actually, before we begin, I mean, Acacia, you told me something. I don't know if you told Casey yet, but I mean, you told me something in a text or whatever that something happened to you recently.
Oh, it's not a super huge deal.
Well, still, it's,
I follow Eric Martsolf's wife Lisa on Instagram. And she is an affiliate for LEMD. It's ELLIEMD. So she does a lot of like selling like peptides and things like that. So I don't know if you all are like in on like the peptide craze right now. But I like reached out to her because, like I said, I think she's like an influencer for peptides, basically.
Right.
Super fit, super in shape. Like she looks amazing. And so I had actually been in contact with her a few months ago because she was selling something, and I was like, I'm kind of interested in that. And then I just didn't like pull the trigger on it. So I found a peptide that I really wanted to try, and reached out to her, and she gave me a lot of really good information, and I ended up using her affiliate link. And yeah, so just kind of got to, I mean, obviously I didn't really like talk to her, like,
Sure.
but just kind of talk, like, like she just knows a lot about peptides and things like that. And she's super into fitness.
I don't know anything about that stuff, but yeah.
Yeah. And I'm working on getting into my fitness. So I'm on a GLP-1. So I'm like, yeah, like as I lose weight, I need to also like work out and not, so I don't get all saggy.
Starting to sound like me. I need to lose the weight too, so.
You want to hear my experience of losing weight? I lost 100 pounds.
All right. How did you do that?
Exercising and working out.
That is amazing. So I am really trying. I'm totally that person who will like during COVID, my husband and I, we got a Peloton because we were like, oh, we never went to the gym anyway, but like
Ugh.
whatever. I went to Orange Theory for a little bit. I was like,
Right.
well, let's like get a Peloton, So we got this Peloton that like no one hardly uses. And then like maybe last year, the year before for Mother's Day, I was like, I just want an elliptical. Like, get me an elliptical. Got an
Right.
elliptical. I do work out on that much more than I do the Peloton, but yeah, so I'm like trying to like, get into shape. Like I said, I started taking a GLP-1 a couple months ago, and I've lost some weight. So, but yeah, so that was just kind of my like interaction with her. She's super nice. She knows a lot about peptides and weight loss and fitness and things like that. So that was
Right.
yeah.
Nice, man. That would be even something to have her on here if we could. um, yeah, interesting, interesting. Yeah. Speaking of which, everybody out there, I know I say this every week, but since we started off talking about Eric Martzoff's wife and everything, again, every once in a while, we try to have a guest appearance. Well, okay, in this case, the guest appearance is Acacia, but I should say a celebrity guest appearance on here from the show. Every once in a while, we've had 3 so far. And we haven't had very, very, very much luck getting anybody else. I mean, we're still trying for it. I mean, I haven't really messaged Christopher Malecki for a while or whatever. I've been kind of trying to, yeah. I mean, he says several times, "Give me until so and so," and then he says, "Give me until so and so." But I mean, he has actually said that he would be willing to return and everything. But I mean, we're not. As of right now, we're having difficulties getting new people, if you know what I mean, but we're still trying. If anybody out there knows of ways that we can get in touch with these people, please, by all means, give us some sort of I mean, we don't want to stalk them, but we need, some kind of contact with these people, whether it's an email, whether it's, a manager, whether it's something. If you guys know of ways to get in contact with the cast of Passions, whether it's Eric Martzoff, whether it's Lindsay Hartley, Liza, I don't know, James, any of the Miguels, Galen, you name it, any of these people, please help us out here. We would love to have, yeah, we would love to have them on here, and we could use your guys' help. So, yeah, hopefully sometime soon we will get somebody else on here. I don't know who it will be. I mean, we've already kind of lucked out on a few people. I mean, poor Dylan Fergus with his memory problems, Silvana Arias, her job won't let her. Dana Sparks did seem interested, but then when she found out what it was like and everything, she basically said she didn't think she was up for it right now. Mackenzie Westmore is very, very busy. We're having it hard. We're having it very, very, very difficult actually getting celebrities, but we're not giving up. We're still trying. Me and Casey, I mean Acacia, I hope you're doing your homework. So, we're yeah, we're trying for it, people. We're trying to get you more guests on here. We want to meet them too. We would love to be able to chat with these people. So yeah. But yeah, so so I guess I might as well ask this. Okay, Acacia, where you at? Where you at since our last thing, if you know what I mean? Where you at?
I haven't watched this week. My husband actually, when I told him I was coming on the podcast this week, he was like, well, like, shouldn't you watch some episodes of Passions? And I was like, yeah, like I'll watch some tomorrow, which would have been today. And I just had a really busy
All right,
day.
you're busy,
So
busy.
I'm hoping that like my kids are out of school now, both of them, and I will be able to like kind of binge watch a little bit more.
Get me and Casey involved in it. We'll watch it with you whenever
I
Casey's
just watch so sporadically. Like usually, like it's on back here, and when I'm like working, or it's on my this computer while I'm like doing my work over here, and so yeah. So I mean, it's just I watch it very like sporadically, like when I can kind of fit that time in. But yeah, no, I mean, if you all want to watch it with me, but it's just kind of a when we would do it.
I mean, like I said, Casey and I, we've already watched the entire final season and all that stuff or whatever. We've already watched the entire final season, and they're all on YouTube. So I mean, we can tune in as well. We'd love to like either on phone or on webcam. We'll join in with you, and we'll watch it. And even if you're working, we'll do it. Yeah, we love the show. So, and it'll also kind of get me, introduced to the earlier seasons. I mean,
Yeah,
again,
you definitely have to get on those earlier seasons. I
yeah,
am working on a new.
Casey's watched it from the beginning. I haven't, so
I know. So I'm working on a new TikTok. So you know the trend, the TikTok trend. What is it like? My five favorite horror stories, or my top five horror stories. I think that's what it's
I
called.
don't follow that stuff.
Oh, it's like a trend, and like people like list. Like I just saw one about Sex in the City
Oh boy.
today, and so I am thinking of my top five, probably. So I don't know if I would like even tell them, because then I'm not gonna have them, like then we have to change them for my thing. But um so top five horror horror stories, or what is it? It's top five, yeah, horror movie, something like that, for passions. So
Oh,
yeah, so
good
like,
stories
and
for
it's just like things
passions.
about the show that like either are like super redundant, or like you just don't like. Um, I was gonna say replacements, because I don't love some of the replacements.
You know how I feel about that. I
I
love
know,
the
I know. I was gonna, let's see, I was gonna
it
say
actually kind of it actually kind of interests me because I can still remember. I mean, Casey, you would remember this or whatever. Um, Again, as I've said, I've loved all of the replacements or whatever. Just I liked some better than others. Well, I this was like I don't know, maybe like 1 or 2 months ago. Um, I don't know if either of you ever. I mean, you may not have been. I don't know. You might surprise me. Years ago, I forget how many years ago it was. It was a number of years ago. The site IMDb, if you know that site or whatever, when it used to have message boards on it, and people used to go on the message boards and used to post or whatever and stuff like that. Well, I was somebody who used to post on those message boards, but then, of course, after a while, they took the message boards down, saying that it was way too much drama. I thought that they were gone forever. I thought there were no message boards. But then, just about 1 or 2 months ago, I suddenly came upon this one site. I think it's called, like, film boards or something like that. I had never heard of it before, but I clicked on it, and I suddenly realized the message boards that were on IMDb. Somebody apparently had backed them all up and brought them over to this site. And for the most part, they all look exactly the way it was when they were on IMDb, as if IMDb never removed them. They're all there. Yeah, there are a few message boards to where a number of them have gotten like smaller than they were before, but then there are others that are the same as they were left and everything. And so I guess so anyways, I was kind of looking at my old account. I can't remember the password, so I kind of just had to create a new one with the same name. But I was looking at my old account on there, seeing of like the posts that I made. It's kind of interesting that now I actually see, just looking at the passions board on there, I think about nowadays, I say that I like all of the recast. I just like some better than others when it comes to who played the characters. But back then, I'm looking at it, and like I said, Casey, you would know. I remember what you said about this when it's during the DirecTV run. So I mean, you got a long way to go, Acacia. But um, when Fancy is temporarily replaced with Chrissy Carlson. Apparently, I had actually wrote on that board that this temporary replacement for Paloma is terrible. I mean, not Paloma, I'm sorry, Fancy is terrible, or whatever. She's not good looking, she can't act, she's nothing compared to Emily Harper and all that stuff. Whereas now I actually say she's not that bad. I just think that Emily Harper's better, or whatever. Back then, I was like, dang, I was all harsh on her.
And she looked like a kid.
Yeah, I remember you saying that, Casey. Yeah, when in actuality, she's only a year younger than Emily. Younger or older, I can't remember. A year
She
younger.
looked like she's about 12.
No, I've
Yes.
never. obviously I haven't gotten there yet, but yeah, no, I would say replacements because okay, there's been some. I don't know. I mean, I kind of remember when Fox left, and
I know. Justin Hartley
you
was
know,
always a fan favorite.
yeah,
I know.
Justin Hartley is Fox Crane. Like even now, like I'll look at comments, I like follow him on Instagram or whatever, and like Us Weekly posts a lot about Tracker, his like new show. Well, it's not really new, but his show, and all the comments are constantly like, "Oh, it's Fox Crane, Fox Crane." Like so, I mean, that was a pretty
Yeah, no,
memorable.
I mean, no, I agree. Even though I started watching when it was already Mark Weistrack playing the part, just from what I've seen, I do prefer Justin. However, I've said this before, even though I love Justin, I totally go for his temporary replacement, Nick Stabile, because I love Nick Stabile in everything that he does, from Bride of Chucky to Passions to Days of Our Lives to this one beautiful Christmas classic movie. You know, for a family movie to sit down and watch on Christmas time, we're called Santa Junior, and he plays Santa Claus's son. It's such a good movie and stuff like that. Anything he's in, I just love his talent. So when he took over for Fox, I'm actually kind of upset that I wasn't watching back in the days. Mark Weistrack had already taken over and everything, and the temporary Teresa and Fox had already gone, but I could totally go for him. Whereas Mark Weistrack, once again, like him, but yeah, I like him definitely, as I like them all, but he's not like my favorite, so yeah. So as far as the three Foxes go, that's
Yeah, the Fox, like while they were on parental leave, he was okay. He was fine.
yeah, Nick Stabile. It's like I said, the only problem that I felt that I had with him, it had nothing to do with him, but it seemed like even though Justin Hartley was still Fox, and Justin Hartley was kind of the good Fox, if you know what I mean. When Nick Stabile temporarily took over, while Justin and Lindsay were temporarily away, Nick kind of portrayed him as if he had already gone to being bad guy and everything, you know? He was hanging out with Julian an awful lot, and they were plotting things and all that. I'm like thinking to myself, Fox hadn't gone bad yet. Why is he acting like this sinister character and all that? I mean, no, he hadn't. I don't think he was plotting anything with Kay like what Mark Weistrack does and everything, pretending to be ill and all that kind of stuff. I don't think he was doing that, but he still seemed like you know, going towards the bad guy end a little bit. That was my only thing that a little bit, like I said, maybe when I watch the show from start and everything, maybe I'll understand what they were going for. Maybe it's just the clips that I've seen that I'm a little bit confused. But other than that, I just love Nick Stabile and everything he does. So yeah.
Yeah. So he was. I feel like both of their replacements kind of changed how the characters were.
Not entirely sure
like
why they did that, but
their person's like I think how they acted, like because I think that like, and I have said this probably. I think I've said this before on the podcast, but like I think that Teresa can be not villainy. I guess kind of like she does these things that are like, why would you do that? You know,
she's not a saint, but she
like
does do some bad things. And the truth of the matter is, I think almost everybody on that show has done something bad. It's not just Teresa. I can't think of a character who hasn't done something bad.
Oh, yeah, all of them have done something bad.
Yeah.
Like, I think that the way that Priscilla Garitas, I don't know if that's how you say her last name, her like played her, just it wasn't Lindsay. Like, so it's like you like felt a little bit like, oh, okay, like, yeah, actually that is really bad that she stole these embryos. And you know,
I don't know the storyline when she took over. I just know that
she was pregnant. Yeah, she was pregnant with Jane, and well, I think thought she was pregnant with twins, and one of them died, and then she had to pick which one was gonna like live, and it ended up, of course, being her baby with Ethan and not Gwen and Ethan's embryo. But she didn't know that. She just had to pick what like the weaker fetus to abort, you know. So
right. Yeah.
Anyway, all of that. It was a good time. That was like peak, like, and I think maybe it's peak to me because that's around when I started watching.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but that's like to me, like when I think about like, oh, I can't wait to get to this part. Like I can't wait to get back there because it was just so many. Maybe I just have a lot of good times that I remember about that particular time period. But yeah, so I would say that one. I think Fate, because like, oh my God, we heard Fate 1,000 times of
Hi,
episodes.
Teresa, and
It's Fate.
for a time, especially after the show ended, because when the show, I mean, this is kind of a little bit cheesy for me to actually admit here on the show, but the thing of it is that before the show ended, I had just suffered a bad breakup and everything, and I wasn't quite over the girl that I had lost. Her and I, we were actually watching Passions together at the time of our breakup. And when the show actually ended, or whatever, when the show actually ended, my ex came to my mind. It made me feel absolutely terrible and everything that here this show ended and I had to watch it all by myself without her with me. And I kept on thinking to myself, it was meant to be fate. I mean, her and I, we were fated to be together. And then it was especially, I mean, once again, this is going to sound completely corny, and a lot of people are probably going to be thinking, seriously, you need to grow up. But the thing of it especially was I was just so devastated or whatever that I went to my mom, and my mother's like asking me, what is wrong with you? And then I told her, I said that what they had said on the show was always follow your passion, because that and that alone will lead you to your happy ending. Why am I not with my happy ending? I lost her. And my mom goes, you're crazy. That's basically what she says or whatever. So they said it so many times, I started to actually believe in fate. But now it's
Yeah,
hard now.
Teresa made her own fate. I think that that's what it is. Like, she made her own fate. Like, she did everything she could do to put herself in Ethan's line of sight, and it worked out. Which of course it's a soap opera. It was gonna work out,
Absolutely.
but yeah. So yeah, I have to think about the rest of them. I've been kind of going over it in my head as to what I will put in there, but that's like what I'm working on for
Now, like I
TikTok.
said, I could never actually write, disliking recasts because I just love them all. Just there were some better than others. I mean, again, Eric's my favorite, but I still like Travis, and I mean Taylor is my favorite K, but I also love Heidi and stuff like that. And I mean Deanne is probably like my last favorite K. I know there were four, but those three were the official Ks. The one that came after Taylor was supposed to be just a temporary K until they find a replacement. I don't really understand why they do that kind of stuff. I've always wondered to myself, whenever they get somebody to come on and take on a part, why don't they just give them the part? Why do they gotta make it until they can find one? Why do that? Why don't they just make them the official ones? I always find that a little confusing. But like that and everything, and it just, it just goes on forever, if you know what I mean. Every character that got a recast, I love the originals, I love the recast. There are just some I think are better than others. And I know that, as I've said over a bazillion times, very unpopular opinion, but the final Miguel is my favorite, whereas almost everybody else hates him. Everybody else hates Blair Redford's performance, but to me, he's my favorite. So, yeah,
Yeah,
unpopular
Jesse
opinion.
Metcalf's my favorite.
He's my favorite for sure. And
Everybody loves Jesse, of course. And oh my god, speaking of Justin Hartley, on a screensaver, he just appeared on my TV. It's one of the pictures that I have saved on my computer, and somehow the Fire Stick that I have plugged into my TV, I don't know how in the world this works, but pictures that I actually have saved in life or whatever from my computer, they sometimes can serve as screensavers on my Fire Stick, and they just pop up, and I don't know what to expect. And there he is with Chriselle Staus and everything, who he married after Lindsay, and now they're no longer together. So, yeah.
they're my favorite lore. I was actually just in a Selling Sunset like Reddit. I don't know if you all watch Selling Sunset or whatever,
No,
but I mean, I've watched it. I kind of let it go after that season, basically. I mean, there's just been a lot of drama, and I don't really like love Chriselle. Like, I think she's mean. And but my like favorite, like I want all the lore about their relationship and like Lindsay and his new wife. Like, it's just they're all like this triangle square relationship
Well,
thing.
apparently Justin and Lindsay's divorce was mutual, so I guess, there's really no jealousy or anything like that. So,
Yeah, it's no so there is there's an article on Radar um that shows like how they split their assets and stuff, and it looks like they could have had a messy, it could have been slightly messy, but again, it's Radar Online, so who knows. But I'm like just so interested in all the lore behind all of their relationships because I think that there was some overlap in all of them, and whatever, but we'll see. So
yeah.
but um but yeah, so that's like all my, I'm trying to think of TikTok stuff. I was actually I thought about you today because
Mhm.
I initially went on I was like perusing all of the episodes of Passions that I've watched already because I try
Mhm.
to post like where I am in the show instead of like I did jump ahead and so like when I first started it, but now I'm like really just trying to like kind of make videos based on the stuff that I'm like actually
Yeah, you
watching.
already watched.
Um, so I can have like more content basically.
Yeah.
But I thought about you because, and I don't even want to say it because we're gonna have this long thing again. But I was like trying to get a video of Luis and Sheridan's tango, their first tango. It's gonna make it up there at some point. I just have to find what
I
episode it
can't I
is.
can't find that episode neither. I mean
It's
obviously, yeah, I've found the one where Luis teaches Fancy the tango because that was on DirecTV. I don't know exactly which episode, but I know it was in the DirecTV ones. But I've never, because again, I didn't really see, and I'm not just saying this because I'm not necessarily a Shuis fan. I'm not just saying that. I'm saying it's just because I I never actually got to see when Luis and Sheridan officially became I love you, oh my god, you're the one for me. I have never seen that. All I've really seen prior to their relationship was when they didn't really like each other, was when they were constantly bickering with each other. And I mean, Luis still believed that the Cranes were responsible for his father's death and all that stuff, and yada yada yada. And Sheridan was extremely stubborn when Luis was trying to tell her do this and do that. They were just bickering at each other. I've not yet seen the episode where they officially realize, I love you and stuff like that. I haven't seen that yet.
it takes a
So,
while. It is a while before like they bicker for a lifetime before they
yeah,
bicker
like
for
I said,
so many episodes.
I have definitely seen clips of like their relationship, and I've seen like videos of like their who knows how many weddings and all that kind of stuff and everything and yada yada yada. But I've yet to see the first episode where they're officially a couple. So,
Yeah, it's far. I mean, it's in there. I
but
feel like
that
it's a
tango,
long
I've not. I
time.
mean, I've seen. Let me put it to you this way. I've seen when they tango, but I have not seen their first tango. I just,
Their,
they did it a
their
few
first tango,
times.
I think, is episode 31. I don't know. I have to kind of go back and look. And I only know that because I was literally looking for it today. And I think that, but the videos that I have and then what's like online labeled as 31, I just didn't have the time to really sit and like analyze. Like I was kind of fast
Hmm.
forwarding through to see like, oh, okay, is this it? Is this it? Is this it? I want to say it's 31 because 30 they're not at this like the party thing that they do the tango at, and then
Hmm.
32 they're like the party's basically like over and like Sharon's leaving with Ethan.
Yeah.
So I think it's 31, but like I said, I'm gonna have to go through and look at all of the like watch it again. But yeah, no, it's coming. Like so you can just hang out and wait on my Facebook or on my TikTok because I'm probably gonna try to
Yeah,
post it in the
that'd
next
be cool to see. Because, like I
week or
said,
so.
I don't have any problem for when Shuis was a couple. When they were the same thing as I don't have a problem when Noah and Fancy were together. Any of the past relationships, I had no problem with them. Oh my God, I adored Miguel and Charity together. I thought they were extremely romantic. Oh my God, every time I watch Molly Stanton, I can't help but have my heart melt and everything. So no, I've got nothing against, Shuis and stuff like that. I just feel that it just wasn't meant to be, is all. That's why
Did you?
you know,
Did you like? Okay, so I know that you like Molly Stanton. I agree, she's beautiful. But did
do.
you like Charity as a character?
Yes, I did. Yes, I know that a lot of people kind of bash on her and call her a bit of a whiner and all that kind of stuff or whatever, but no, I did really, really like her, and that might probably be because I'm a hopeless romantic, and that's totally what Miguel and Charity were. They were all about hopeless romantic, like, oh my God, you're my soulmate, you're the only one for me, you're the one I'm destined to be with. Whereas once Miguel moved on with Kay, yeah, they were, in love with each other, but it wasn't just about being hopeless romantic. They were more about, like, getting in the bed and doing what with each other and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And, they were always getting, like, oh yeah, baby, oh yeah, stuff like that. You get the drill. Stuff like that or whatever. And so it kind of went away a little bit from the passionate romance of Charity and Miguel. So no, I totally love Charity as a character. Like I said, I'm a hopeless romantic, so that she totally went along. Yeah. And not to mention, people also have to realize, you got to remember, she didn't stay Charity forever. She did become Zombie Charity and all that stuff, and there was a number of kick-ass moments with Zombie Charity. So people calling her a whiner, if they forget about that.
I go back and forth with Charity because I did like when she was like a demon. I haven't gotten to Zombie Charity yet, but when she was like
I
a
didn't know
demon,
she ever was a demon. I thought she was
was
just a
she like
zombie. That's
possessed
all
by
I
the
ever
devil
hear.
or something?
I
What was
mean,
this?
all I've ever heard her known as is Zombie Charity when she did that and everything, and she actually was, while Kay was trying to stop her from being with Miguel, well, Charity was trying to basically, well, even hurt Miguel, if you know what I mean, Zombie Charity. So, yeah, I don't remember anything about demon stuff, but
I don't
aside
know.
from
I
the demon
remember
elves.
she talked in a really deep voice, like because I'm not in the Zombie Charity part yet.
I thought that was Zombie Charity, though.
I, I have no idea. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know. I wasn't watching back then again. So
I don't
Charity had
know.
already left by the time I started watching,
So
and
when I
Miguel had
originally
already
started
turned
watching,
on.
I never even knew Charity existed. But there's like she's like a demon or possessed by the devil or something. She just talks in a really low, like voice,
Yeah,
um, and that's I think what I liked her the most because I feel like she was kind of like badass, but like
exactly.
like that. And maybe I'll like her when she's Zombie Charity. But any other Charity time, I just get annoyed. Like right now, where I'm at
Well,
in the show is 500. So they're at like Warlock Island, and just I get tired of her premonitions. That's probably gonna go on the list
she
of.
does have that for a while.
That's
Yeah.
gonna go on the list of horror movies.
Well,
Because
I will say this
I
or
don't know.
whatever, that, I mean, you could say whatever you want as far as the beautiful Molly Stanton Charity and the Zombie Charity, but I will just say this. Well, they're both Molly Stanton. What am I talking about? But because as you know, I mean, Miguel leaves as well as shortly after Charity does and all that stuff. And when Miguel returns, played by, well, Adrian Gerardo, whatever he goes by nowadays, when he returns, Charity actually does come back, played by a different actress, Christina. I keep wanting to think, is it Christina Cisco? But I really can't remember. It's Christina something. And once again, I got no problem with her. I like all the recasts and everything. But I think really the only issue of when Charity comes back, because again, Miguel has already moved on to want to be with Kay, which means he's got to get rid of Fox out of the picture somehow. And then when Charity comes back, Miguel is happy to see her, but he's not in love with her anymore and all that. But the thing of it is, again, it's not the actress's fault. I really think it's got something to do with the writing, because when Charity does come back, she's really kind of a little bit. I mean, people say that Molly Stanton was whatever, whiner. I don't think so, but again, hopeless romantic here. Whereas Christina Charity, she really didn't have anything to do, if you know what I mean. There really was no purpose of her actually coming back. Really, the only main thing that I can think of the reason why she came back to begin with was why they said we got to bring Charity back or whatever, is because Fox and Julian had hired impersonators to disguise themselves as Miguel and Charity and have sex in a shed so that Kay would see them together and she would marry Fox. And then the real Charity shows up and she has to basically explain to Kay, I just got in not too long ago. That couldn't have been me. I never slept with Miguel like that and everything, and I'm like, and that's kind of it. After that, you really don't see her anymore. So the truth of it is, when Charity comes back as a replacement, she doesn't really get anything to do. So you can say whatever you want about Molly Stanton. You're not going to care that much for Christina because she gets nothing to do. So, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like after a while, I mean, again, this is not anything against Molly Stanton. I think she's great, but I think just I got tired. I'm tired currently of her premonitions, and it's always
she does go through that a lot.
Happening, something bad is, and it's what bad is happening? I can't see it. And I'm like, oh my! Then just wait. Till you can fully see it and tell us then, because
that's what you gotta do. Yeah, you gotta basically watch these. You gotta basically watch these characters from when they start all the way till their exit or the end of the show, if you know what I mean, and then see what becomes of them. Unfortunately, sadly, for how much I love Charity as a character, she unfortunately does not make it to the end. So yeah. So basically, you gotta basically, huh?
Like she predicted about that storm, the storm that came in. Mm-hmm. She predicted about that. And the other ones that she predicted about, she had, something that's going to happen. She was
I feel like she would give a little bit, she would, where I'm at now, is everything obviously with Julia and Teresa, and she's like, oh my gosh, something bad is happening to Teresa. Don't go into the room, and it's just very, which of course it's a soap opera, but it's just very vague, what are we gonna do with this, Charity? Give us something else. Give us a little bit.
I really don't even know if they ever do cure her of that. Again, I haven't watched all of that, but I don't even know if they do cure her of that. The truth of the matter is that the part that I don't like is just the idea that even though they came so extremely close, it upsets me that Miguel and Charity didn't actually get married. I mean, they almost did. They actually made it to the altar, but they were never able to officiate their marriage before Kay turned up pregnant and everything. And again, like I said, no, they were not meant to be. Miguel and Kay were meant to be, but it would have been nice if they at least got to be a husband and wife for a time, if you know what I mean. I mean, a lot of these characters got married for a time, like Kay and Fox got married for a time and got divorced, and Teresa married multiple guys and then divorced, or somebody ended up dead or something like that or whatever. So it would have been nice. Even Ethan and Gwen got married for a time and stuff like that. But it would have been nice for Charity and Miguel to actually be man and wife for at least a time. And I mean, if they ended up getting a divorce, or if Charity ended up dying or something like that, that would have been one thing. But still, it kind of brings me down that they don't actually get to ever married. They were so close.
I think that time period, was just, those weddings were all doomed. It was just nobody in that time period was getting married at that point. Ethan and Teresa's wedding got messed up, which then messed up Sheridan and Luisa's wedding, and then kind of
confused me a little bit. Not confused me, but it kind of shocked me a little bit that after all those years that Ivy, went completely all crazy trying to get Sam back, it surprises me that they never actually got remarried before the show ended. They got back together, but they didn't get remarried. So I'm like, surprises me on that one. I thought that after everything Ivy did, you would have thought they would have said vows.
Yeah. I mean, I am with Ivy and Sam right now. They're not together or anything.
No, the show doesn't. I don't know. Don't quote me on this, but I think when the show starts, because Sam is married to Grace in the beginning. I mean,
Yeah.
Grace is Kay and Jessica's mother and all that stuff or whatever. But I think what Ivy and Sam had was kind of a past thing when the show started. That they were.
Oh
A
yeah,
couple.
they were
Yeah.
Have you read the Hidden Passions book at all?
I have the Hidden Passions book, but I know that it's not canon. And I started to. It was interesting. I will never, ever, ever forget. It's a hard book to read. It's very hard. And the thing of it is, I'll never forget, back when I was married, my wife at the time, I remember one or two nights, we didn't do it for very long, one or two nights, we got in the bed, she gave me her copy of the book, and I flipped it open, and I started to read it to her, and oh my god, I was like shocked of how steamy it got, and
It
everything.
definitely,
That
those
some of
first
it,
like few chapters are pretty
steamy, yeah.
fancy.
But it is kind of disappointing that it's actually not canon, and that so much of that is actually not legit. I mean, it's just kind of disappointing. It would have been
Yeah,
a
I feel like
great
the
thing.
show like veered off. Like they wrote the book, but then they kind of veered off from like the blueprint of what, the book had, and maybe they forgot, they got new writers. I don't know.
And here
But
it's supposed to be flipping written by Tabitha. Tabitha would know.
exactly. So there's definitely, but like where I am, so David Hastings has come into the picture and he's like
Oh
in
yes, David
jail.
Hastings. Yep.
I
Yeah, and he's
remember
in jail. And he's
seeing
like, no, Grace, we were married. Like we had this beautiful wedding. And she's
He
like,
did turn out to be fake, didn't he? He was
I
never
think
with
that Ivy
Grace.
brought him in, right?
it.
Right. Okay, he was a fake, wasn't
Ivy
he?
set him up. So she set him up so wake up Grace and Sam and lie
Hmm.
about he had son with or she had son with David.
I remember
I
David
remember
Hastings.
that.
I just didn't see his out whatever the word is conclusion. So I thought he was some kind of a fake, but I wasn't too sure. But man, Acacia, get me that book. I want to read those behind the scenes.
The
My
behind the
birthday's
scenes,
next month.
it's oh gosh, it's yeah, it is actually. I was just cleaning up down here in the basement, and I found it like under a stack of papers or something, and I was like, oh,
Nah, I want it so
I like
badly. I
never
don't have the
finished it. I
money.
mean, I've read most of it, but
I got it for my ex-wife and everything for, I think, Christmas as an Audible, but I didn't know it was an actual book. I want the actual book.
oh, it's an Audible. I should have done that. So I was in a book club, and we read it, but I like didn't finish it because I was busy. Like, I mean, I got to probably about
Yeah.
60 pages in. It was like the book club like fell very like quickly after we all ordered the book, or got the book because it took weeks for some of us to get the book. Um,
I also got it for Casey as an Audible. I don't think she's read it. Have you?
Eh, Now, I've been so busy I haven't
I
got the
know, I'm just
chance.
kidding with you, but yeah. But yeah, I got it for Casey and my ex-wife as an Audible. But I want the actual book that I can actually just kind of skim through it and see some really interesting behind-the-scenes stuff. I mean, oh, I would love it so much. I just don't have the money to get it. I'll try and maybe ask like my mom or my dad, but they're already kind of cussing me out, saying that they're not made of money and that I'm too old for gifts on my birthday.
yeah,
uh, but
my no, keep
hmm?
going. I'm sorry.
Oh no,
Keep going. I'm sorry.
no, I guess So, anyways, yeah, I mean, but no, unfortunately, her and I, we never finished the book. the sad part about it, which really, really, really upsets me, like big time, really, really, really upsets me, is when her and I, when we met Eric Martsoff in person, we met him twice in person, and um, I met Galen in person one time when I lived in Illinois, and then her and I, we met him again at a day's book signing out here in New York that we almost ended up not getting into because we showed up there. We showed up there and everything, and then they tried to kick us out, saying that it was first come, first serve, because there was like too many in the line, and we're like, you gotta be kidding us. We rode all the way out here. We even tried lying, saying that we're not New Yorkers. We flew out here specifically for this, and they're like, there's lots of things to do in New York. I'm sorry, but it's first come, first serve. We didn't nothing know that. I'm sorry, you have to leave. Well, I was pretty ticked off or whatever, but then later on, after people had pretty much all gone in, we kind of just went back to the place, acted like we were looking around, and this one worker of the event said, did you guys get a book signed? And we're like, no, come with me, we're gonna get you in the line. And we were put in the line. I guess we just got lucky or something, and it was for a Days of Our Lives book signing. I mean, Deidre Hall was there, and other cast members and stuff like that, and we got in, we got lucky. So we really thought we were gonna get, that was it. They were literally, I was like thinking, that's like a very bad thing to actually do to, I mean, okay, we're not tourists, but I'm just saying that if we lied and said that we were, that's not a very good thing to say to a tourist, that if you flew all the way out to some place for a specific thing, for them to say, there's lots of things you can do around here, but I'm sorry, no, we came here for this. We don't care what else is around. We came here for this.
Yeah,
yeah, but luckily we got in, so, but anyways, but all the same, or whatever, the thing of it was that my ex-wife actually got Eric to sign her copy of Hidden Passions. My copy's not with me, so she's freaking got a signed autograph. Mine is not with me, so mine's just the book. unless Eric or Galen or something, and I get the money, somehow comes around where I am again, and I manage to get my hands on my book when I move and everything, and I'm able to go. I mean, she's the lucky one. I'm not, so... She even got a copy of Eric's CD and had him sign that even, so...
Oh, yeah. Wow, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. I've actually been wanting to practice. I told him this, too, when we met him the first time. I told him that I want to so badly sing his song Never Be for, like, I don't know, like if I go into a open mic bar or something like that, or if I'm doing a talent show, I would love to sing Never Be. The issue is I can't find the lyrics anywhere. And when I told him that, he goes, well, you could just write them down as you listen or whatever. And so sometimes I can't really understand what somebody is singing on a CD. I have to, like, find the lyrics online.
Is it on, like, Spotify or anything? Because Spotify has like song lyrics on there.
I don't really use Spotify that much. I'm not gonna get into that. Well, I'll tell you after the show, but I'll tell you more about that after the show. But I don't really use Spotify that often. I'll tell you more about that when we hang up, when we're done on the show. But you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, so Spotify does, but yeah, I'm going.
I did recently manage to find a YouTube video that has the lyrics as the song.
Oh, that's cool.
So that works out. Yeah, I'd love to do that.
So I'm gonna go see them in August. The Day Players band. My friend and I, we got tickets to go to Cincinnati and see.
Yeah, I think you told us something about that. Isn't that?
Because I wasn't for sure if I was gonna go, because like my sister-in-law that was gonna go
Casey to join up with you
couldn't go, and so we So then I asked my friend. She doesn't know who they are. She doesn't watch soap operas. But I was like, well, that would be just of fun. Like we can get a hotel, and like we used to travel all the time before like we got married and had kids and all this stuff. And so I'm like, yeah, like we can get like a hotel and just have fun, like hang out in Cincinnati for a day or two and go see them. And it's like their show was like in the middle of the day, I think like 1 or 2 o'clock. So they'll finish up and we'll have the whole day to like do
Yeah,
or
I
the rest
remember
of
I was telling Casey to join up with you, and you girls go together to that thing.
yeah,
So
we're gonna be in Cincy, so
Cincinnati.
yeah, it's in
Yep.
Cincy. Yeah, so he's coming to Cleveland, I think, on the 25th or 24th or something like that, and then Columbus on the 25th or 26th, one of the sometime in June,
I
and
wonder if
then
I
August
wonder
1st,
if
August 2nd.
I wonder if Heidi Murray still lives in Cincinnati. I know that's where she's originally from, but I wonder if she still lives there.
Who?
Kay,
Oh, Heidi Mueller. Okay,
Heidi
yeah.
Heidi Muller, but now Heidi
Oh,
Murray. Yeah,
I forgot that yeah. I have no idea. But,
yeah, I know she's originally from there, but I don't know if she still lives there. I know that, I mean, obviously with her famous football husband and all that stuff and everything. So, yeah, I know that Emily Harper doesn't live there anymore, according to Dylan Fergus, moving to Northern California and all that stuff. So, or something like that. Yeah.
yeah, she was a Lakers girl. I wonder if she's like in, LA somewhere or something. But
Yeah.
yeah, so we're gonna go see them. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I know it'll be fun, but yeah, I'm not getting like
It's more than I'll
big
get to
package.
do. I don't get to really do that much fun stuff. So go out there and have fun for me.
Yeah, I'm not like doing the like meet and greet package or anything because it's like super expensive, and I don't actually know.
Oh, what,
any
you're
of
gonna
the
go there
other-
and not meet anybody?
No, I'm not. I'm just gonna go for the
Oh,
concert. I'm gonna like wear my
girl,
passion
you've got to
shirt.
tell Eric to join our podcast.
Oh my
You
gosh,
gotta
I am
meet
not
him.
paying $145, and the $145 is just like for a group picture. So like to do like an individual meet and greet is like 165 or 100 and yeah, like 65 I think. So no, I'm just gonna go and
You're
listen
supposed
to
to
them
tell
play,
Eric we
wear my
want him for the
passion
show.
wear my passion shirt, take a couple pictures
Yeah.
of them, and keep it moving because no, I'm not spending all that money. And I don't, like I
Nice.
said, I don't watch Days. I don't watch General Hospital. I don't know. So I don't know any of these other singers. Like, I mean, I follow them, I think maybe on social media, but I don't actually like, I've never seen them in the shows that they're on. So I don't want to like, and I only really know Eric from being Ethan, which he was like 20 years ago. So like I'm definitely not gonna like go there like, hey, Ethan Crane, Ethan Windrow. Like I am gonna have I like decided I am gonna wear a passion shirt. I don't know if it's gonna be the one that I have worn on here or if I'm gonna get a different one. Another one that I want,
Right.
Ethan, Teresa, Gwen one.
Right.
So I'm definitely gonna wear a passion shirt. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm excited to just get to do anything because I never
Nice.
go anywhere and do anything.
Well, again, like I said, I don't get to do anything either. So go out there and have a good time for me. I mean, Casey's already going to be having fun. She's going to the States. So you go out there and have fun for me,
Yeah.
See some passions and days people.
Yeah, I wish I could go to meet them too.
You could always skip going to the state. Go with her instead.
Oh, it's not till August. It's like August 2nd or something like that.
Oh, well, join up with her, Casey.
Yeah,
you two need to get
definitely.
together. You should live only about an hour away, don't you? I mean, you two could get together. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, that sounds like a blast. I tell you, no, but
yeah, it looks fun. I mean, it looks super fun. So, like I said, I think they just do a lot of covers and things like that. I haven't seen any videos or anything. I try to like not spoiler it for myself. So,
right.
So yeah.
I'm still trying to find some sort of a way. I mean, unless you girls can do it or something, I'm still trying to find a way to get the money to like get an IMDb. IMDb, so that we can look into like these actors, their managers, or how to get in touch with them so that, we can ask them for the show. But I don't have the money to get the whatever the word is or whatever. I mean, unless you two girls can do it and get
You
your own
pay
accounts
for it,
and look
yeah.
into, yeah, unless you two can do it. Um,
Is it really expensive?
I honestly don't. I can't remember how much I looked up that it was. I can't remember, but I can't remember it being too expensive. But still
I
money,
might
which
have
I
to
don't
look that
have.
up.
Yeah, look it up and let me know. I can't remember how much I looked up. I can't even remember what it's called. IMDb Pro. I can't remember what it's called or something, but it is on IMDb or whatever. I just forget what it's called or whatever. And if you pay, you get like a certain subscription for like a month or something like that or whatever. And you could like go crazy, look these people up, and maybe you can give me like some contact information, whether it's a manager or them themselves, or, and hey, I mean, I don't know how it works, but I really don't know how it works. But if it actually gives on IMDb an actual contact of people, hey, they can't say that we're doing something inappropriate because the information is right there on IMDb. They obviously, I mean, if it's their
I think it
personal
gives you their
posts.
management information.
Mhm.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
so
I'm pretty sure it says that on
apparently
the description. It gives you their
I thought that I had Eric Martzoff's manager information in my phone, but apparently I noticed that they had joined this one social media thing. I think it's called Telegram. It's called that I have. They had joined that, and I messaged them and I said, "Is this the manager of Eric Martzoff?" And they responded like, "No, I'm retired." So I guess maybe it used to be, but they're not anymore or something like that. So much for that. That's the thing, is that there are some celebrities. You're gonna find this actually funny because no, this is not somebody from Passions or Days, but yeah, a soap opera is there are some actors, whether they're movies or TV actors, whoever they are, who don't even really know that they actually have a certain social media. Because I will never ever forget. This was like I don't remember, like maybe like 1 or 2 years ago, somewhere around there. I can't remember what social media it was. I don't remember if it was Telegram or if it was the app Line. I don't remember what it was, but I don't know if you two girls are familiar with I think she's General Hospital. I believe she was Vanessa Marcel. I don't know if you're familiar with her.
Oh my
I think
gosh, she's gorgeous. She was Brenda, right, on General Hospital?
Okay, then yes, yeah. And even though I never watched her on General Hospital, I'm more familiar with her as Gina on Beverly Hills 90210. That's what I'm familiar with. But anyways, I sent her. I found her on one of the whatever you call those things, the messenger things, or they're not Facebook, but you know what I mean, one of those. And I started messaging her, and I'm like, "Is this Vanessa Marcel, who from General Hospital and Beverly Hills 90210?" And she goes, "Yes, dear, it is." And I'm like, "Really? It's really you?" "Yes, this is me." And I tried asking her. I said, "Would you be willing to have like a chat with me on webcam? It's been like a dream of mine to meet you. I'm like one of your biggest fans." And then she goes, I would like to, but I don't know how." And I'm like, "Oh, no problem. Leave that to me." And I kept on clicking on the video call, and she kept on accepting, but at least 2 or 3 times, I would want to guess, I started thinking originally that I might have been being scammed or catfished or whatever the word is, like the first 2 or 3 times, because she would accept it, but the picture wasn't really working properly. And it wasn't until maybe like the fourth or fifth call it finally worked, and it was really her. I actually had her on this thing talking to her. I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm talking to Vanessa Marcel here." And she even asked me, she goes, "Tell me this, sweetie, what is this that we're on?" And I had to explain to her what it was. She had no idea she had an account. She had no idea. Like, I explained to her what it was. So apparently there are some actors out there who don't know that they have these things.
That's super cool. Yeah,
I
she's
actually,
so
yeah,
pretty.
and I have that on video too. I recorded our conversation. I think she had I think she might have had COVID or something when I was talking to her. I think she might have had COVID or something along those lines. But you know, and I think or either that or the flu, one or the other. She was laying in her bed drinking stuff and everything, and she talked to me a little bit about her work. She asked me if I had seen the movie Wonka or whatever, the newest Wonka film and all that stuff. She asked me that and everything, but we didn't actually. We kind of got cut off, if you know what I mean, because I don't know. It was like she told me to message her on Instagram, and I did, and she started saying, you know, the next time you wanna chat with me or something, order a Cameo or something like that. I couldn't get no. I got a Cameo from her once before, but that was only because there was a deal. She's expensive. I can't pay for no Cameo. So we never really did finish our chat. We kind of got disconnected somehow, and then on Instagram she said next time just get a Cameo or something or whatever, and so but she was very sweet. So, but like I said, I think a number of these actors don't know that they have these messenger things until somebody sends them a message, and they're like, "What in the world is this?" So,
Yeah, that's super
but yeah,
cool.
she is beautiful. I agree.
She was on what is it? Soap some reality show for soap opera actors with Lindsay. It was like Donna Mills, Lindsay, Vanessa, someone from Young and the Restless, and it's like I don't know, but yeah, they were. It's like really hard to get the episodes. You have to like buy them on YouTube, I think.
Yeah, that's
But
always the
yeah,
tough part.
they were like Queens of Drama or something like that. I think it was called maybe. Or yeah, but
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, you know what? Hey, folks, you know what? We just made it through another show. That's right. We made it. We made it. We made it. Oh yeah! The truth of it is, I mean, we'll have to double check. I can't remember what I messaged you two ladies, but I think that today might have been like our 41st episode. I think. I mean,
I
I don't
think it
remember if
was.
that's. I think I told you too that it was 40 at the last time. I can't remember, but something close to that. We've come far, Casey. We've actually, man, from comparing to what it was like when we first started, look how far we've come. And Acacia has helped us move. Yeah, all right, all right. Passions is going to live for life. All right. So, anyway, folks, once again, thank you all for tuning in. We are all very, very, very happy that you could, you know, for all of you that did make it. But for those of you that didn't make it, don't be ashamed. Just tune in next weekend on Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. Go to our website, not our website, our YouTube channel, Passions Supernatural Podcast. You can look at all the episodes up to date and everything. And once again, we are really, really trying to get celebrity appearances, you know, to go along with the other three that we've had so far. We're trying for that, and we're trying to get, like Acacia, we're trying to get other guest appearances and stuff like that and all. I mean, Acacia's been with us so long, she might as well just become our third, you know, host or whatever. But all the same, you know, and stuff like that. And it's probably going to be a little while before we get another celebrity guest appearance, but
Fashionable.
we're still on it. We're still on it. Me, Casey, and I hope Acacia. We're all looking and stuff like that, seeing what we can get. And like I mentioned, hopefully we can get the money to get like an IMDb, whatever it's called, and find a manager. But but all the same, please tune in with us. And once again, if any of you out there, just like Acacia, is a huge fan of Passions, you missed the show, you remember the show, you remember, you know, how heartwarming and how great it was and how much of a great soap opera it was, by all means, if you would like to appear on our show, just like, subscribe. It's the only way that you'll know whenever we post new content. And just
Pull
leave
a
your
thumbs up
name. What's that?
and pull a thumbs up.
Yes, we like those thumbs ups as well. Thank you, Casey. And just leave your name and your social media in the comment section below. Either Casey or myself, we will reach out to you and we will try and work something out to get you in here. And Acacia, once again, we really appreciate you helping us out and being with us once again. It's kicking ass of how many times you've been with us. You're a great member of our show. We love it. And we love you. So,
Thank you for
yeah, you're
having
great.
me again.
Absolutely. You just keep on watching. We need more.
And
We need more.
I'm gonna get in on my TikTok. I'm gonna make some more TikToks over the next couple of weeks. I'm gonna watch the show.
That's
and
exactly
I
what we
will
want to hear.
hopefully have
Yep.
some new things to talk about.
You go, girl. Exactly. And once again, everybody, let's all wish Casey luck. She's going to the state. She's going to go bowling. She's going to bowl some ass. All right, all right, all right. Go, Casey. um, and once again, thank you all for tuning in. We all love you, and we hope that you love us. So until we meet again, I'm Joe Velasquez.
And Casey Metcalf.
And just remember, you are our passion for life. Thank you. All right. Woo, woo, woo. God, good night, and God bless you all. Merry Christmas, everyone.